Hello, what is up guys, Evildoers Arm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Caphras stones, so we'll show you where to get them, what to use them on, and a couple of tips and tricks with a beginner player specifically in mind here, although even pro players might have some additional information they take away from this video. Quickly though, before we get into the video, if you're new to my channel, new to Black Desert, or you have been watching these videos on the channel and you still haven't subscribed yet, please consider it guys. Helps grow my channel and you'll stay up to date when new content comes out. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it, and let's say generally what Caphras stones are. You can think of Caphras stones as an item that is used to gather intermediate stages as you progress your gear, or to sort of over-level your max tier gear that you can obtain here in the game. So the Caphras stones themselves can only be used on armor pieces as well as weapons, and they cannot be used on Tuvala gear, so sorry. But just to give you an example, let's take a look at this helmet piece that I have right here. If you look underneath the Scion text, you will see a thing that says current level 1. This is my current Caphras level. There are a total of 20 Caphras levels between every stage, from Tri to Pen. Each of these Caphras levels provides a bonus to that piece of gear. So for example, on this one, you can see bonus effect, all evasion +1/+1. As you continue to add Caphras levels, the number of Caphras stones that you need for the next level increases incrementally. The website Grumpy Green, which is a great resource for all sorts of different Black Desert information, has a table that shows you the total level of Caphras that you're going to need for any upgrade that you want to do using Caphras stones in the Tet or Pen varieties. So you can see that there's two giant tables right here, and it's probably pretty confusing to you looking at it in this form, especially if you're a newer player. But as you get more comfortable with this, you're probably going to make a lot of use of this site, and I will have it linked in the description below. For a newer player though, this website's probably going to be a better option for you, and that is the Black Desert Codex right here. So on this website, you can type in any piece of gear that you want, and for the example right here that we just showed you, I have my Pen Ultimate Luck Helmet of Fortuna put in here. It's at enhancement level 20, which is a Pen piece of gear, and you can start throwing on Caphras enhancements right here with this little plus or minus button. So you can see my next level is going to take me 28 Caphras stones. If I click it, you can see how the gear changes. So I got 1 extra DP from that, as well as the +1 evasion. It'll then show you the total number of Caphras stones you have invested, as well as your next level as well. So my next level is going to take 43 Caphras. If I hit the button again, you can see that the next level is going to be 57, and so on and so forth. You can see the stats change on this piece of gear as you continue to increase it. And as an added bonus, completely like separate from this video, whenever you're enhancing, it also shows you the total number of Cron stones you need for every attempt, which is like really awesome as well. Now, if you look at the big table for Caphras enhancement here, you're going to see a bunch of stats that you can increase with these Caphras stones. So we have AP, accuracy, evasion, hidden evasion, damage resistance, hidden damage resistance, HP, and MP. So as part of the Caphrasing process, you can actually increase some of these stats that might not naturally be on a piece of gear. The greatest example I can think of that is a Tri weapon versus a Tet Awakening weapon. So a Tri versus a Tet Awakening weapon. You could pump a Tri weapon up to an incredibly high Caphras level, and you'll get an additional 12 accuracy on the weapon that is not available on the Tet version of the weapon. So you can see at 19 Caphras levels, I'm 1 AP within the next level up, the Tet weapon, but also gain 12 accuracy that the Tet weapon doesn't have. So because of interactions like that, you can actually do some pretty tricky and sly things. And this one that I'm pointing out right here is an exceptionally good one for a person that is only playing the Succession version of their class. That 12 accuracy is huge. And yes, it is more expensive to do this because you could just buy the Tet weapon cheaper, but it's something to keep in mind that you could get different stats like that from these upgrades. The actual upgrading process is super simple. All you do is open up your Black Spirit with the item in your inventory, click on the Enhancement tab, and instead of doing the one that makes you fail every time and makes you cry, you go to this Caphras tab instead. All you do is click the piece of gear, and it shows you what you've got going on right now. So I am currently at level 1, my next level is level 2, it requires 43 more Caphras stones, and it's going to provide me an additional all damage reduction +1 compared to what I currently am at. So if I go ahead and put 43 Caphras stones into this button, click the skip animation thing because it will not fail, and just click the level up button, you can see that it moves up a level. So now I'm level 2, I have this additional all damage reduction, and if I leveled it up again with 57 more Caphras stones, you can see the stats that I get, and it's really super straightforward, guys. It's just the same system over and over again. So that's pretty much what Caphras stones are and how to use them. Now let's take a look at actually picking these suckers up. And the first way that you're going to get Caphras stones, or the first way you're probably going to get Caphras stones in this game, are going to be through Ancient Spirit Dust. While you're out grinding in super beginner early game areas, you might actually pick these up. And also different things like your Black Spirits Adventure or even events give these out like candy. 5 Ancient Spirit Dust can be combined with a Blackstone armor or weapon to create a Caphras stone. It's really simple to do this. All you do is press the L key on the keyboard, navigate to the Simple Alchemy tab of this menu, and click the 2 items right here. Go ahead and hit the start button, and your character will make a Caphras stone just like that. So make sure to save those Ancient Spirit Dusts as you're picking them up. So both Ancient Spirit Dust and Caphras Stones themselves can be dropped by various mobs while you're out grinding. If you ever want to see where they can drop, if you click the Adventure tab on the menu over here and the Item Drop menu, you can see the drop table for every single location in the game. So just scroll down to the drop tables for every single one of these locations and see if the item is listed on it. Pretty straightforward, you can see right here, Ancient Spirit Dust and Caphras Stones. Likewise, Ancient Spirit Dust and Caphras Stones can be obtained from life skilling as well. So specifically focusing in on gathering, this is from the life skill Discord. You can see the rates of the different items right here. Caphras are what we're looking for, and it comes most readily from trees. However, it can also be readily obtained through pickaxe and mining things, as well as gathering herbs. It has a pretty low drop rate from fluid collecting, butchering, or tanning. And of course, you can buy Caphras Stones off of the central marketplace as well. Now, as far as when you should be using Caphras Stones, it really comes down to AP and DP brackets. So if your character is like 1 or 2 AP short of hitting one of the AP brackets, or one of the DP brackets, you could consider using a Caphras Stone to hit that bracket. Obviously, just using them in general is great because it gives you raw stats, but especially for a newer player just getting into this game, you need to think wisely how you spend your money. So if you're going to be spending 1.5 billion silver for 1 AP when you could buy like a ring or something that gives you way more, you just have to weigh your options economically. That's all I'm trying to say. Also, some interesting interactions with Caphras Stones as well is that the first 4 levels of a boss main hand, as well as a boss awakening weapon, provide you half of the AP of an upgrade to the next stage. Those first 4 levels of the Caphras levels, as you can see, are 1/15th the total cost of the upgrade, roughly. Something to keep in mind as you progress. Make sure to check out this table right here. Once again, it's linked in the description below for any points where if you put a certain number of Caphras Stones in, you'll get a very substantial increase to your total stats. There's a lot of interesting breakpoints in there for both Tet and Pen gear. Alright, so now let's say you've put some Caphras Stones into a Tet piece of gear and it's time to upgrade that gear up to Pen. First thing you're going to want to do is take those Caphras Stones out, which I'll show you how to do in a second, but the reason you want to do it is substantial, and like, never upgrade gear with Caphras Stones in it, please, please. If you upgrade your gear and you succeed, you'll be pretty happy until you realize that you like lost most of your Caphras Stones that you just put into it. Upgrading to Pen substantially lowers the amount of Caphras Stones in your piece of gear that you had already put in. Likewise, if you fail that upgrade and you downgrade, guess what? You're losing a bunch of the Caphras Stones as well. So yeah, don't mess with gear if you have Caphras Stones in it. So to get your Caphras Stones out of a piece of gear before you upgrade it, you're going to need to head to a blacksmith. So we're going to head on down to the blacksmith over here. And when you talk to them and click on the extraction tab, all you do is click the extract Caphras Stone tab. After you click on the piece of gear, you will see the total number of Caphras Stones you will get back. You will get back 95% of the Caphras Stones that you put in, so it's really not that big a deal to put Caphras Stones into some Tet gear. Do note that it costs you 100,000 silver to extract, so bring a little bit of money with you before you do this. It's still way cheaper than having to start over if you fail or successfully upgrade your gear though. But with that, I think I've pretty much covered everything you could want to know about this system. There are one set of daily quests that I forgot to point out. If you go to the recurring tab on your menu here and scroll down to unsealed magic material, there are quests that give you Caphras Stones for completing them. There's kill quests, but they're really not super efficient, but they're there, I guess, if you wanted to do it. And somebody will complain in the comment section that I didn't mention them. Anyway, guys, if this video is going to help you to progress here in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. Also, once again, if you're new to my channel and you still haven't subscribed yet, I got videos coming out every single day. Please consider it. Helps me to grow my channel, and you'll stay up to date with new content. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I'll see you at the next live stream over on Twitch, YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Bye.